We are shown a jungle at the beginning of the film. In the jungle, a group had come for camping. While walking, they passed by a broken fire tower. A beautiful locket was placed on the broken wood of the fire tower, which was taken by a member of their group, without knowing that this locket will now follow them with the shadow of danger. As soon as these people take the locket and go ahead, we see that the ground there was suddenly starting to shake, and in a terrifying way, tearing the ground, a human-like monster came out of there, which was actually sleeping under the ground because of this locket, and because now his locket has gone away from him, that's why in anger he has come out to find his locket in the jungle. Upon reaching near a tree, he finds a dead body of an animal trapped in a trap. There was also a camera on the tree, seeing which this monster realized that someone must be living nearby. At the same time, he hears the horn of a car, which was coming from two houses. At this place, two people were arguing with each other. One of them was a forest officer, and the other was a man living here. The forest officer was insisting on the other person to put less traps in the jungle. Because of you, if a tourist gets stuck here, then it will become a problem. Meanwhile, that monster-like person continuously moved towards him, for which the strangers kept arguing, after which the forest officer left from there, and the other man, taking a gun from his house, also came out of the house. After he left, the monster came to his house. As soon as he enters the house, he sees a locket. He also saw someone's shadow in the mirror. This shadow was actually his illusion. He was missing his dad when he gave him his mom's locket, saying that never take it away from you. Recently, we have understood why this locket is so important for that monster, and why he was sleeping because of it. Now, when this locket is away from him, then it is confirmed that he will keep looking for it. Before he picks up his locket, the owner of the house comes from behind, and as soon as he sees the monster, his condition becomes tense. And this is because the monster definitely looks scary. His entire face has not yet been seen in the movie. He couldn't do anything in fear, and the monster took the gun in his hand from him. To save himself, he runs into the jungle, and the monster starts following him, walking at a very normal speed. Unfortunately, the man fell into his own trap in the jungle. The monster was not bothered to catch him. With his red, terrifying hands, he tore the man's face and ended him. And when he came back to his house, with his hands full of blood, when he picked up the locket, he realized that this locket was not his. He had ended an innocent man for no reason. Now, to find his locket, the monster came back to the jungle. While passing through the jungle, we can also see the dead body of the man, whose body had been separated into many pieces and thrown by the monster. Now, as he was walking out of the jungle, he saw a group of his friends on the roadside, which we have seen in the beginning of the movie. These people were having fun with each other, unaware that someone was watching them. The monster, instead of attacking them immediately, hides in the bushes and keeps watching them, because these people were talking about him. Actually, the name of this monster is John. All the locals knew the story of John, but people were afraid to talk about him. But a boy from his group, Aaron, was told all these things by his uncle. 70 years ago, John was born, but his mental condition was not good. With time, he grew up, but his mind was just like a 5-year-old child. Locals did not like John's dad here. In such a situation, whoever was angry with John's dad, he would take revenge from John, because John could not say or do anything in return. John was very fond of playing with toy cars. He always played with him, and one day when he was playing with him, by mistake, the man's foot falls on him while passing by there, and his foot breaks. Due to the broken foot, the man could not do any work for many months, and John was blamed for all this. So everyone thought of taking revenge from the innocent John. While making a plan, all these people told John that we found a car toy bag on the fire tower. If you want it, come to the fire tower at night. John also came to the fire tower at night while listening to them. He did not find any car's bag there, but he definitely saw a man who was wearing a firefighter's mask and was standing to scare him. John got scared seeing him and fell down from the fire tower by mistake. His neck bone broke and he died on the spot. Seeing him dead, all the people who had made this plan to harass John were all worried that now that he is dead, what should they do? They can go to jail. Then to save themselves, they make John wear a firefighter's mask and spread the news in the village village that John might be playing in the fire tower himself, and while playing, he fell down and died. Everyone in the village believed this story, but John's dad knew that something was definitely wrong. The boys who are spreading this story in the whole village are definitely behind John's death. When John's dad went to ask the truth about his son's death, there was a very bad fight between them. The whole group envied John's dad so much that he also died. When this whole thing went to the police also put mud on this matter, and slowly the villagers also forgot about this matter. But John did not forget. Exactly a week after his dad's death, John was alive for the first time. He came out of the ground and ended every man in this village who did bad to him and his dad. It was difficult to stop this destruction spread by John. In this way, someone found out about John's sad story, which was his mom's locket. John was put back under the ground and put back to sleep. But after many years, John came back to life. He caused a lot of destruction, and then again, someone found that locket and put John back to sleep. And now, for the third time, that locket was removed from John. John himself went ahead to find the locket. Now, because John is undead, he cannot be ended. But yes, the only way to get rid of him is to give him the locket and put him to sleep. After John's story ended, this whole group took a selfie. After taking the selfie, all of them went to their cabin. John was still watching them. After a long time, Aaron came out of his cabin, and then suddenly John attacked him. Picking up a stick, John stuck it in his mouth and pulled it so hard that Aaron's upper half head separated from his body. In one hand, holding Aaron's head, and in the other hand, John jumped forward and quickly reached the ranger's station. Here at the ranger's station, he dropped the body down. With Aaron's help, he broke a cabin here and picked up some things from there. Among the things were a firefighter's mask, a firefighter's uniform, and an axe. After wearing it, he left. When he came back to the jungle, it was morning. When he came back to the jungle, he saw that Aaron's group had two girls who jumped into the water while the other girl went to do yoga. John jumped into the water and pulled the girl who was bathing in the water and ended her. Then he came out of the other side of the river and reached the other girl who was doing yoga. John had a hook in his hand, which he put on the girl's waist and pulled her spine out. Obviously, the girl was dead. But I don't know why, John was not satisfied. Despite doing this, he tied the girl's head with a hook and pulled it out of the hole in her waist. That means he ruined the shape of the body. Her body had become like a round ball, which he throws down the cliff and pushes forward. Far away, he sees that two girls were lying among each other because many of his group's companions had disappeared. One of them goes to the ranger's station and gives him an idea, but the other girl didn't like this idea. During this fight, the car keys in her hand fell into the bushes far away in the jungle. In front of John's feet, there was a toy car in its key ring, which John liked very much. John picked it up and started playing with it. One of the boys says that this is not all John's work. After hearing his name, John gets on his head again and throws the toy car towards these two boys. These people had seen John. Quickly, the other boy pulls out the toy car to save his companion and moves forward to save him, but John was very close to them. To get rid of him, the boy attacks John with his gun, which John fell down for the time being, but did not die because he is undead. As soon as he regains consciousness, he picks up the toy car again and throws it towards these two boys. The toy car died there because it hit the head of a boy. He attacked the other boy with a very big stone and crushed his face. After ending both of them, John checked their pockets, but they didn't have his locket. Now he was sitting and thinking where he will find his locket. Then he sees that two companions of his group are coming from far away, and they have the same locket which he is looking for. John intends to separate the girl's neck and take back his locket. Before he attacks the girl with his axe, he sees John with him. He quickly removes the boy from there, and quickly they start their bike and go out of the jungle. John also starts following them slowly like before. They both reach the ranger station and complain about John. The rangers of this area already knew the story of John. This ranger sees the locket of John's mom in this boy's neck, and he gets angry at this girl that why did you remove the locket from there when you have removed the locket, which means John is alive. I had given this locket to John once before, and before that my dad gave it to me, and now I think I have to do it again. But the girl gives permission to return the locket to John, to which the ranger taunts him that he is your friend who will leave you with the lock. It was already night, and John had already reached the ranger station. As soon as the ranger sees John, he shoots him and takes him back to his grave. But this plan of the rangers does not go as planned, because the next second the ranger had already attacked John, and John had already attacked the ranger. The boy and the girl run away to save their lives, but this time, John does not run after them. Before that, the ranger had to settle his score. He puts his hook in the ranger's spine and first takes out his spine and then takes him to his room. A machine saw the ranger's hand, and he first put John to sleep and then separate his head and ended him completely. After ending the ranger, he started following his real target. As soon as he reached the jungle, we found out that these two had already made a plan to trap John. To attract John, that boy comes in front of John as a trap, but before he can do anything, John gets a chance to end him badly. John used to end all his victims easily. He was now repeatedly using his axe on this boy as if he was going to separate him into thousands of pieces. Seeing this, the girl got scared badly. She had John's locket in her hand that she kept here in a can, and she ran away from here. She was trying to get out of here as soon as possible, but whenever she ran away, wherever she went, John used to come in front of her again and again. After thinking a lot, this girl got a hold on her mind, and she ran away looking for a new way. Finally, she reached a road. This girl was lucky that a girl passed by and gave her a lift. She asked her what happened to this girl. She said that she had seen a very scary animal. The driver said that people in the jungle get scared like this. Once my brother had seen a very scary bear which attacked him, but luckily he survived. After that, he felt that his brother must have also encountered John. Anyway, he saw this girl and asked her not to stop the car and to keep driving to cross the jungle, but the driver didn't listen to her. The driver tied her up while she was looking at the jungle as if John will come and ended them, but it didn't happen. In the jungle, we are shown John, who has got his locket and leaves from here. The movie ends here. Thank you.